Steve Evans, victory again. What were your thoughts today?
I think first half we were very good. I think the disappointing thing from the first half's point of view is it turns 1-0. I think Jamie Reid certainly misses probably the chance of the season, and that's his bag, just to roll it in corners. He's fantastic at it, and he's had a couple of shots before. We'd probably expect him to hit the target with those strikes, but it just didn't appear to be his day. And we spoke to the boys just about keeping the same level of work rate, keeping the same level of performance, that they're only going to try a counter-attack. We just said man for man all over the pitch, we're much better. And then we got away to the worst possible start, don't we? I think we've helped them with a goal. I think we've allowed a cross into our box far too easy. I think the boys appeared on the right hand side of our box far too easy, and there's a combination of things. He then gets his strike away, but as I'm looking at it, I think our goalkeeper should deal with it. But I just said to Tay, I think he should deal with it, but that's it, first vision. We always go back and take an opportunity to look at it. And then it became a bit of a basketball game, didn't it? You know, they have a go and try and attack us. But somebody just said to me, one of their staff just said to me, but we never made another chance. I think Rosie should score. He should certainly score, and perhaps 2 or 3 opportunities to put good balls into the box. We don't do it. And then they get the penalty. I think the boys almost tried to catch it and shove it up his jumper and take the match ball home, but the referee quite rightfully gives a penalty, and we win. My only grievance with the match official today is they should have a man sent off. They've got a man on a yellow, Danny Rose breaks on the right, we're going 3 into the box, and he gets hauled to the ground. And Will Finney told me he didn't see it, and I just said to him, well, if he didn't see it, he probably there's a sponsor in Scotland, don't there, for match officials called Specsavers. And listen, Will doesn't mean to not call it right. He's a good referee, and I think if he's unsighted, he's probably following the line of the ball. But he's got 3 other match officials here; they should help him.
Looking at that first half, I mean, you were just so dominant. Is there a danger that perhaps it's almost too easy, if you see what I mean? Well,
I think I said it a couple of weeks ago. I said in the dressing room that did we disrespect, from a player point of view, Harrogate a little bit. And I think when I went back and looked at it, we had lots of energy and win all the battles, so perhaps not. But I think today, the first half was that comfortable. It was, you know, if it had turned 3 or 4, it would have been probably justice to how much dominance we had. And the danger is when half time comes and you try to tell a group of young men, but what we've got in the dressing room, I've said it before, we got lines in there. We ain't got cubs. We got lines. They'll take criticisms. I just said to them there at the end of the game, you know, we certainly did more than enough to win today, but we should be coming here winning more comfortably. You know, considering the resources that we know has been spent here and the type of player they've got here, then for us to come in with that much dominance speaks volumes about the recruitment we did back in the summer and the backing of our chairman.
You left Luke Norris out. Obviously he's come on and he's got the winner, albeit from the penalty spot. Does that mean it worked?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because we said to Luke when we named the team that if he does go onto the pitch, there's a penalty, he takes it. So there's no question. Look, we had 3 big games this week. You know, we had a free week. We freshened the boys up. I think it showed today how much energy we had. And the other thing we mentioned pre-game was it takes our squad to win games. It doesn't take an 11. It's proven again today. We've used 5 substitutes today, and it's proven that we needed every one of them. But from Luke's point of view, we decided to go with Rosie and read what we do Tuesday. We'll have a look at our preparation for Sutton, and it's 1 game at a time. But we earmarked this has been a big week because we have a difficult place to come, which is here, and then we have Sutton and Swindon, who are 2 really good sides.
22 chances as well today. 22 shots.
Yeah, listen, there's no question that we need to score more goals from the amount of chances we have. And I read in the local media about the question as to, you know, do we pay a price for those not taking those chances? The answer is when you win games, a lot of people paper over that crack. I don't paper over it. I know it. And in fact, I discussed it with our chairman this week, who's wholly supportive. We know what we've got to the January window. But you know what? I said to the players, the chairman has said to me he'll be receptive to what I want to do in January. But I said to the group, if you're performing like this and winning games, why would I want to take a chance of bringing a bad apple into the group unless I know them? I would be very hesitant because we've got a fantastic dressing room, a fantastic group of men, and they know they're not in there with music on and cheerful that they win. They're in there saying we played okay today, but we could play much better, but we still won with some comfort.
And yet another goal in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, listen, I think I've said it before, we worked the boys incredibly hard early part of the week. They always say to me, are they training to be runners and marathon runners? And I said, no, I'm training you to be a promotion candidate, which means you have to be very fit and you have to go at the end in games, whether you're holding on to get a point or you're holding on to get 3. But I think you can see after we scored today, we were still the team that had the energy, the charisma and the desire, which is a massive thing to win a game.
And on to Sutton.
Yeah, listen, it's a difficult game for us. You know, they're I think they were last year's surprise team and how well they did. I watched Matt's team on 2 or 3 occasions. Very simple format, very simple what they asked for them, but what they asked for them, they deliver big time, and it's brilliant to see how well they've done. And we know we'll need to be a step up in terms of our quality that we had in the second half today. First half was fine, but we need to step up if we're going to deal with a real good Sutton side. But we've won today. This league has demonstrated how tough it is. We go in there and somebody said Leyton Orient's got beat with Newport at home. Wow! And I said it's not a surprise to me. Every game in this league, you have to earn the right to win, don't you? You know, I travelled last night and had a look at Mansfield and Hartlepool, and it's 2-0 get on 5-0, and then it finishes 2-2, and Hartlepool should win it with the last 10 seconds of the game. So that's how difficult it is to win games.
And I guess your job becomes easier. You're not, without disrespecting to yourself or sound disrespectful, the team are almost writing their own team talk before the game.
Yeah, I think so. I think the interesting is they don't know how and when we're going to pick it. They didn't know if we were going with a 3 today, a 4. We worked on both shapes. They didn't know that we were going to go with TVC a little bit further forward and we're going to go with a 4. And that's because we're spending huge amounts of time, myself and the staff, we Rains and Alex and Pledge, we're spending huge amounts of time doing our research, not just at the training ground, but, you know, I go last night to Mansfield and I get them homework. I get them homework and they have to have done the homework. When we meet up this morning, they get the books out and they show they've done the homework. And that happens at the top level. I learnt that when I was very fortunate to do my pro licence when I went to Barcelona and Pep was the coach. And he gave his coaches homework. And I thought, it's a glorified term, but it's a schoolboy term, it's homework. But it is. He wants people to come and challenge him. I want my staff to come and challenge me. My thought process is what the shape should be, what the team should be. I have my thoughts. And I ultimately have to pick it, but I've got some wonderful coaches that work with me.
Well done today, Steve.